What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel. Check out the content. With that being said, I want to speak on Angel Reese, man, and how Angel Reese really, in these last, I would say about 3 or 4 games, Angel Reese has been balling out. She's been turning it up right now. Now the team is still. Let me look up their standings, right? Because they still not a 500 basketball team. But I think that like this recent, like Angel Reese's play is, it's trending in the right direction, at least for Angel Reese. She led her team, the Chicago Sky, to a victory over the Sparks, which was good. And now, so they 5-11, right? And they're 5-11. They just beat the Sparks 92-85. But the thing about like Angel Reese's play in her recent games, man, is just that she looks comfortable in what the team is trying to do, and which is good. So she looks comfortable. And like I said in previous videos, I think right now what they need to do is just get some shooters around her. She's utilizing like her mid-range game a little bit more. She's not, it's not just about getting the rebound and just trying to put it right back up. She's actually moving in the flow of the offense, right? And so she's still getting her rebounds, but when she run and she's flashing inside the paint and everything, that she turn around and face up, she's already in scoring position. So I think that's good, and I think that move right there is really what helped to it really will help to make her more effective in that offense, right? And it seems to be something that she likes playing the way that they have her playing now. Now the thing is, some people say that now that Angel Reese is playing better, that maybe they can trade Cardosa and get some more pieces. I don't really think that I like that idea. In my opinion, I like Angel Reese and Cardosa, you know, down there. Cardosa is more of a wide body. Then Cardosa is taller, so she's better at blocking shots and protecting the rim. I think they have to find a way to incorporate both of those young ladies into the offense. And so not really, as soon as Angel Reese, she start to turn her game around, you run Cardosa out of town. And so that's what I'm hearing though. Like, like they can trade Cardosa. I think it'll be good to have Angel Reese in there, Cardosa in there, and then still get some shooters and get, and maybe a point guard, another point guard. I think that's what they need to do personally, not really, get rid of Cardosa. Um, but like I said, I like what Angel Reese is doing. She crashing the boards. And even I think even her attitude and her demeanor, she just looks happier. She looked like she's not under that constant pressure that she was last year, well, late last year and early this season. It looked like some of that pressure is off of her, and she just out there balling and getting into the flow of the offense and being effective at both ends of the court. So that's good. You know what I mean? It's good for her in order to you know, to to keep progressing. Now, what they need to do, like I said, the team is five. They only got 5 wins. So, with 5 wins, like I said, 5-11. Hopefully, after the All-Star break, they'll be able to turn it around and make a run for the playoffs. I know last year they got off to a good start, and then after the All-Star game, they slipped. They slid out of the playoff run, right? So hopefully it'll be the reverse this year. Get off to a slow start, and then when it comes to then just pick it up. That's what you want to do. Um, and I think as far as the new coach is concerned for the Sky, in my opinion, I think the jury is still out, like, right, whether this guy can coach or not. The jury is still out. I think he can coach, but I think it would be, like I said, a better look for him if he can make the pieces that he have work, especially Cardosa alongside of Angel. Some people say, well, just keep Angel and get rid of Cardosa, but you don't want to be too small, and Angel to me is not a big enough rim protector, whereas though she is going to be the anchor of your team. I just don't see Angel in that role. I see Angel more so, like as a power forward. You know what I mean? I think she's a strong presence as a power forward, but you don't want, Angel to be your center. You don't want her to be your and she probably not just the power forward, but also the three, the small forward. She could be effective in an offense like that. But as a center, anchor of your team, I just don't see Angel Reese in that position. That makes your team, in my opinion, it just makes it too small. You need some more height, which you do have in Cardosa, and you need more, a more stout ball player, which you have in Cardosa. And for them to give that up, for the Chicago Sky to give up Cardosa, um, in my opinion, would be a mistake. I just think that if this guy can coach like they say he can coach, then make that work. Like come up with ways to develop that chemistry and get Cardosa coach her up, get her involved in the game. I think that'll make this team, especially on the defense, man, that'll make their team just so much more formidable. you know um I don't really see any other trades out there far as though like having a big body in that paint that would make them more effective than like what Cardosa is. So to go away from Cardosa, in my opinion, would be a mistake. And yeah, but I'm glad to see that Angel Reese is picking it up. And she's, like I said, she just led her team to a win over the Sparks. And the Sparks was coming off of a big win. They had just beat the Fever. They had just beat the Fever. So, it was good. Now the Sparks, I don't know what the Sparks record are, but the Sparks, I don't even think the Sparks are a 500 team either, right? Let me check and see what the Sparks are. Let me see. Oh, the Sparks, they're 5-12. So their record is about it's the same, 5-11 for the Sky, 5-12 for the Sparks. So, both teams below 500. One got 11 losses, one had 12 losses. But yeah, man. Uh Hopefully this is a sign, that things are trending up for not just Angel Reese, but also the Chicago Sky. I want to see the Chicago Sky make it to the playoffs. I want to see Angel Reese do well. Especially I like to see ball players who face adversity be able to overcome. And so it just seems like like something like Angel Reese is just something that's clicking with it, and she's playing this game a little bit more wiser, on the court and off the court. She's keeping a lower profile. I hope that's her mindset is just to be aware of like of what she's saying, what she's doing, and focus more so on basketball than anything. Um, you know, and just handle the situation wisely, and then thank let that basketball play um speak for her. So we'll see though. That's my take on the Angel Reese situation. With Angel Reese balling out lately. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.